My name is Aryaveer, and if you're seeing me today, you'd probably think I'm one of the most powerful hunters in the world. But honestly, just a few years ago, I was a complete nobody. No special talent, no powers, no popularity. I was the kind of guy whose messages got left unread. In college, nobody really knew who I was, and things weren't much better at home. My dad worked for a private company, and my mom took care of the house. They both had high hopes for me, but the truth was, I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Then one day, everything changed. The entire world remembers that day as Awakening Day. That morning looked completely normal. People were heading to work, students were on their way to college, and everything felt ordinary. Then suddenly, a massive crack appeared in the sky, as if reality itself had shattered. At first, everyone thought it was some kind of natural phenomenon. But then something emerged from the crack. Monsters. Real monsters. The footage was broadcast live across the world. Cities fell into chaos. The military was deployed. Police forces were mobilized. But nothing could stop them. Humanity was losing. And just when things seemed hopeless, another miracle happened. Some people began awakening supernatural abilities. One person could create fire from their hands. Another could control the wind. Some became strong enough to destroy concrete walls with a single punch. The world had officially changed, and just like that, the age of hunters began. 5 years later, hunters had become bigger celebrities than movie stars and athletes. The stronger the hunter, the more respect they received. And me? I was still just an ordinary college student. Or at least, that's what I thought. That day, our college was holding its annual awakening test. Everyone was excited. My closest friends were there too. Kabir, Rohan, Dev, and Neha. We had been together since childhood. At least that's what I believed back then. Bro, if I awaken as an S rank, the first thing I'm buying is a Lamborghini. Kabir laughed. You, S-rank? Try waking up before 10 a.m. first, Rohan mocked. Everyone burst out laughing. I laughed too. At that moment, I had no idea that a few years later, those same friends would become the reason for my death. The testing began. One by one, students approached the crystal machine and received their rankings. C rank, B rank, D rank. Few lucky students even awakened as A ranks. The entire hall erupted with cheers. Then my turn came. I stood in front of the crystal. My heart was pounding. Slowly, I placed my hand on it. The crystal started glowing. Every eye in the room turned toward me. And then the result appeared. F rank. The entire hall went silent for 1 second. Then everyone started laughing. Look, a legend. Is F rank even considered a rank? My ears burned with embarrassment. I just stood there. Part of me wanted to believe the machine was broken, but it wasn't. The result was clear. F rank, the lowest rank possible. And from that day on, my life only got worse. My friends still acted supportive in front of me. But little by little, their attitudes began to change. Kabir and Rohan became B ranks. Neha awakened as an A rank. Dev became a C rank. Everyone's life was moving forward except mine. 1 year later, I was working at a small hunter support company. My job was paperwork, recording raid reports, and managing mission files while my friends were out clearing real dungeons. Then one afternoon, I received a phone call. It was Kabir. Arya, we need you. It's urgent. What happened? We've got a dungeon raid. We need one extra member. I was shocked. What am I supposed to do in a raid? Relax, it's just a support role. It had been a long time since they had asked me to join them for anything. So without thinking, I agreed. The next morning, we met at the raid location. It was a mid-level dungeon. Dozens of hunters were gathered outside. I was nervous, but I was also excited. For the first time in a long while, I felt like I was part of the team again. The moment we entered the dungeon, the atmosphere changed. Darkness, rotten air, and a heavy pressure filled with monster energy. We moved deeper inside. At first, everything went smoothly. Monsters appeared, and the team eliminated them with ease. But eventually, we reached the deepest section of the dungeon, and what we found there left everyone speechless. In the center of the chamber stood a black pedestal. Resting on top of it was a strange silver ring. It glowed with an otherworldly light, as if it didn't belong to this world. Neha stared at it and whispered, "That's an artifact." The greed in Kabir's eyes became impossible to hide. In the hunter world, artifacts were worth billions. Everyone was focused on the ring. Then suddenly, a blue screen appeared in front of me. Hidden qualification detected. Compatible user found. Artifact ownership assigned. Chosen candidate Aryaveer. I froze. The screen was visible only to me. Before I could even process what was happening, the ring rose into the air and flew directly toward me. The next second, it attached itself to my finger. The entire room fell silent. Everyone stared at me. Kabir was smiling. But there was something hidden behind that smile. Something I had never seen before. Greed, jealousy, and hatred. At that moment, I had no idea that I had just made the biggest mistake of my life.